I lost my way and I forgot that not everything needs to be perfect to be great. And I realized that this is a mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs make, and myself included, and here I am making it again. So what happened is that recently I've been wanting to improve my YouTube channel, and I joined a beautiful class from Ali Abdal, and I took a lot of notes, and then I held back from filming anything because I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted to have a new camera. I wanted to have a new setup. I wanted to learn how to do this and that and this. And then I got completely drowned under a lot of rules that I put on my shoulders, and I did it myself. And then, thank God, I found my way back, because everything I want to do from the heart. It's crazy because I became a millionaire from the heart. I created my online courses from the heart. I never cared about those things. And here I am wanting to be better. And now I care, and I care too much. So yeah, thank God I'm starting to record again. And here I am with a beautiful episode about my life update. I haven't done it in a while. So what's up with me? Since the beginning of 2025, I've had pretty good time. I took a step back from creating content because I didn't publish any podcast. I didn't publish any videos on YouTube, but I've been teaching. I've been teaching my level 1 Coach from the Heart to become coaches. I have a beautiful group, amazing people showing up twice a week for my live classes. And I have also people for level 2 called Level Up. And I'm enjoying it very much. So I'm not teaching live all year long. I'm teaching only certain parts of the year, and I enjoy it, but it's also time consuming. So I'm pretty happy that I haven't been creating too much at the same time, because I've been myself a student. So this year, I know that I want to do a lot of changes, and I've decided to be a student again, and I've been learning new skills. So first thing first, it's about YouTube, because I want to improve my presence on YouTube. I've published so far about 1,000 videos, which is quite a lot. I mean, I've been into the introductory call with a bunch of people from Ali Abdal's class, and I was presenting myself, and I said, yeah, I published more than 1,000 videos, and I've already, achieved great success with my business, and yes, I can already monetize my channel. And it was interesting to see that people were looking at me like, oh, okay, she already has the financial freedom. She has the financial means to get an editor and to do different things. And yes, I do. But I also want to stay spontaneous. And actually, I started to look for an editor. And what I've received, I didn't really like. And also, it felt too polished compared to what I used to create. And so I want to have a smooth transition between how I used to show up and how I'm going to show up in the future. And I choose to improve bit by bit different things. So that's one course I signed up for in January. There is so much to learn. And this is for me very humbling. And I realized that I thought a lot of people were watching a lot of my videos, but actually they're gone. They watch the beginning and then they leave. And I had no idea, because I never really got into analytics. And this is a new world for me. So I'm learning lots these days, and my content is going to get better and better. But not to the point that I lose track of what's really important, meaning sharing my heart and helping people ask themselves the best questions so that they can create their best lives. Because this is why I do what I do, and I want to keep the core of who I am and do it greatly. So that's one course that I signed up for. And then I signed up for another course called Algorithm Alchemy with a wonderful woman that I've been following since 2020. Her name is Ayesha Ophelia. And this is about how to be magnetic on social media. And I've been in charge of my social media myself from the beginning, And I'm a shy person and more of an introvert. And I didn't want to be on social media. But when I wrote my first book in 2016, I understood that I would be the one who have to talk about the book. So I had to get out of my own way, and I took some classes about public speaking so that I could actually do the work of being seen and feeling safe being seen. And then I think something happened the past few years, because I tried to replicate the great success that I had in 2020, 2021, 2022. And then I started to be a little bit more polished 2023, 2024. And I think I was sometimes a bit less engaged, although I was always excited to share what I share because I love what I do. But I started to get less result, less people excited about my work. Also, maybe the market has changed because there was a wave of people wanting to be more online and then less online. So I guess there is also some kind of dance with that. But for me, I wanted to reconnect to the essence of my creativity. And I believe that I'm also kind of a creativity coach, but I wanted to put myself into the shoes of being a student of creativity. And maybe you don't know that about me, but I studied art. So my high school major was literature, and I had also some art courses. And then from 18 to 21, I went to art school, where I learned everything about painting, and I learned about sculpting and, using all the Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and all those things. And then I completely shifted trajectory. So I did something completely different. And although I still consider myself as an artist, just because of the way I think, because of the fact that I'm writing books and creating courses, sometimes when I was showing up on Instagram, I felt a little bit too much as, trying to appear perfect in a certain way, or making things really polished so that I could keep making a living with selling my courses. But I want my presence online to be fun and to be really reflecting who I am and being authentically me. And it was still me, but it's just another part of me, like another facet. I see it as a disco ball. And actually, I just bought one, a golden disco ball. So if I were to be a disco ball, I would definitely be golden. And I see that as just choosing which facet we want to show in the world. And we get to choose because, you only watch reels and photos and a bit of quotes here and there, and sometimes a bit of a longer text, but it's never a lot of content. And I want to show the content of me where you can see how rock and roll I am. And sometimes I think that I appear quite polished and just like, I would say vanilla, which is interesting because I'm absolutely not vanilla. I'm definitely chocolate and mint and all the other flavors. So it's going to be a fun ride. I'm almost halfway through the course and I'm loving it. So I have a lot of homework and I spend time creating content. So if you go back to my Instagram, you're going to see a lot of different content, and I'm committed and I'm loving it. And well, I'm already pretty busy with that, but I signed up for a third course, which is with Kim Anami. So Kim Anami, if you don't know her, you need to discover her. She's a gem. I've been following her for a while, and she's a, vaginal weightlifter. So basically, she has such a strong vagina that she can lift many weights with it. She can lift coconuts, papayas, a piece of the wall of Berlin, so many different things. And I admire her for being straightforward, for speaking her truth, for being a freedom fighter, and for being such a holistic health advocate. And I think I already have a pretty strong vagina, and I'm pretty happy with the level of pleasure that I get in my life. So I don't feel that I need necessarily to do a lot of healing, but I want to harness my power. And especially entering now the phase of, I'm 41, I'm going to slowly go toward menopause, and I want to do it with a lot of strength, physical strength. So this is it. I haven't started yet the exercises. I received an egg to train, to put inside and to train and probably lift stuff. There are a lot of strings. I guess it's also to lift things. And it's going to be a fun journey. I want to make space for that because it's going to be everyday practices. And right now, because of the other courses and because of the fact that I'm teaching, it's not the best timing, but I'm going to start really soon. I have 3 main focus this year, 3 main intentions. So one is to take even better care of my health. So I'm a naturopath. I've already been, on this journey of taking care of my health for the past 12 years, better and better care. I got a sauna at home. I have a new routine. So I walk between 10 and 15,000 steps every day. I have a new trampoline. So it just arrived this week. So I jump also between 10 and 20 minutes every day on my trampoline. If I cannot walk outside, now I also have a treadmill to finish my steps at home. When I didn't have a treadmill, sometimes I had to, use my stairs at home or walk around the house for hours, and I've done it. Yes, I've done it to finish my steps. That's how committed I am. And I use something to track my steps. It's called Oura Ring, and I'm loving it. I love it. I also track my sleep. I would like my sleep to get better. I was on the right track in January, and then I got new neighbors in February, and they have kids, and they were pretty loud, and they have 3 huge dogs, which also are barking. But thank God those neighbors are leaving, and I'm very happy that they're leaving. It may not be a nice thing to say, but I didn't choose them, and I didn't understand why they've been chosen, but thank God they're gonna leave. So this is great for me. I'm ready for them to depart and to sleep again in my bedroom, because I changed bedroom and it also disturbed my sleep last month. So just give me a second. Give me a second, as if you're gonna wait for me. I'm just going to make sure that my computer is plugged, and then I'll continue. Voila. Got a few notes so that I don't forget anything. So health and vitality is one of my focus. My camera is off. Okay, voila. I also got interested into the body fat percentage because my boyfriend is a fitness trainer, but I also inquired that a little bit earlier when I moved to Bali, as there was a gym where Christian took me and we tested our body fat percentage. And I was around maybe 27 when I started, or 28. And then I dropped into 27 and then 29 last year. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm getting actually fatter, although I was improving my health overall, I felt. But I've implemented the changes the past few months. And also I get those massages, lymphatic massages, and the sauna now. And the last test I did in January was 26%. And I have a goal that in a few months I would love to be at 23%. So let's see how things are going with that piece. And then my second intention is visibility and impact. I felt for a long time now that I've had quite a small community. It's not that small. I mean, I'm almost at 30,000 people following me on Instagram, and I have a lot of people in my database. Gave me their email. Thank you if you gave me your email. Thank you for your trust. I hope you like the new format of the newsletters that I've been sending. I send questions from the heart, which is questions to help you reflect on your life and to make better decisions and to be empowered in every area of your life. You can sign up. Maybe I'll put a link below the video so that you can sign up for my newsletter. And I want to grow my impact. Sometimes I think that's crazy. Look at what I've achieved in my life. I became a millionaire, although I don't have a background of having been empowered in a sense of financial literacy. I'm a great investor now. I make amazing choices, and all of that without sacrificing my personal life. And I would love that more people learn about what I teach, and that's what I want to do. So I want to have a greater impact. That's also why I want to show more of this side on social media and also on YouTube, so that my videos get to be discovered and so that I can touch more people, and that we can just together raise the bar and level up. Yeah. And then my third intention for this year is to make more money with my money. So I started to invest maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Until then, I've only been focused in making money with my skills. And now I make money with my skills and I keep selling courses and books and different things, but I also make money with my money. So I really want to grow those skills because I know that I can do great. So it includes investing in companies. It includes real estate. I just bought a house. It includes also crypto, so many different things. And I love learning. And this is also something that I share with my husband because I've been the breadwinner for many years in our household. And this is something that we can do together. So it's wonderful to see how it's growing beautifully, especially since last year. What else? I recently decided to cancel my retreat. So last year I did a retreat for writers in Bali, and I was excited to do another one this year in May. And although I received a few questions from people who were interested in doing the retreat, nobody signed up in the early bird. And because there was no sign-ups, I decided to just cancel it. For me, I've been working online for many years and I love it. I want to put my effort into just shining online and attracting the right people online. And then later down the road, I'll do more events, especially in Bali. It's such a beautiful island to get people to come. If you're interested in working with me and if you have the means to do it, sometimes I do one-on-one. And I would be able to craft a retreat for you, a VIP retreat. I did one last year, which was an abundance retreat, abundance and love retreat. We did 4 days with a wonderful client, 11 to 5 p.m. And yeah, it was wonderful. So if ever you want to craft a retreat with me, I'll design it for you. If you want to work one-on-one VIP, it's possible. Just reach out. What else? I have been having challenges with my house because we are experiencing one of the worst rainy seasons in years in Bali. Some people, it's been 20 years that it has not been raining like this, which is insane. But I'm also super grateful because my house is brand new and we had no idea how it would resist to the rain. So it was perfect that we moved in October. And then December was super rainy and January too, and now it's February. And last week we had a cyclone passing just next to Bali and we had crazy rain because the wind was pushing everything inside of the house. So this is a blessing because we get to improve every time that it happens a little bit more the house, and the house is guaranteed for a year. So the contractor every time has to send a team and assess the situation and make the house better. So it's going to be an amazing house in the end because everything will have been tested. If we would have had a dry, rainy season, we would not have been able to see all of that. So it's pretty cool. Also, we have to improve, oh, sorry about the duck. We have to improve how we close the garden because our cats are really smart and they learn how to jump above the pool. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been sharing that. Fluffy did it in December and Pepper did it last week. So now we have this, Christian calls it Alcatraz. So we just put some stuff, some ropes above the pool. But actually yesterday, no, was it this morning? She managed to jump again. And we went in the living room with Christian and suddenly Sweetie, our dog, ran outside and we got Sweetie, we call Sweetie quite often the nanny from the cats. She thinks she's in charge of the cats. And so we ran out and she actually noticed that Pepper managed to jump the pool. So we're going to build some kind of Casio and it's going to be cat proof and it's going to be beautiful. I also have another house that I rent in Ubud where I go every week and I spend time with my boyfriend, and also I go for dance festivals and things like that. By the way, I haven't been dancing in a while, so I'm gonna go again in March for 1 week, almost 1 week, Bali Zouk retreats. It's gonna be awesome. I do Zouk, I also do now Kizomba. And the house that I'm renting for 1 more year now, I rented it for a year and I have 1 more year already paid, and I've been offered to stay for a longer period of time. I might do it. It's a big expense, but I might do it. And if I do it, I'm going to do renovation. So I'm going to meet with a bunch of different contractors to see what's possible in terms of renovations. And then I will decide if yes or no, I decide to do it. I'm loving it. When I moved here by the beach about a year and a half ago, I remember I cried because I felt that I was far away from everything. Actually, now I enjoy it because when I'm here, I'm very focused on my family and I'm focused on what I'm creating. I also have a great lifestyle because I go to the beach and I do my steps outside every day, and it's very enjoyable. It's a great work and life balance. And then I get to go to Ubud and I have this garçonnière, as we say in French, like a bachelor pad, where I get to enjoy some time with my boyfriend, and he brings the cat, and it's also very cat friendly. There are other cats around, and I go dancing, I meet my friends, and I don't need to use Airbnb or go to different places. I have my stuff, I have my kitchen, it's also healthier, and I love it. This is super nice. And because I have my finances allow me to do it, it's pretty great. So I want to enjoy that to the fullest and see what I can make of it. Already last year I did some renovation. That would take things to the next level if I do that. Let's see. My love life is blissful and wonderful and amazing. And sometimes I wish I could share more because I would love for people to understand what it is to be feeling so loved and so cared for, and to pass so many dimensions and new levels with my lovers. And quite often I think, okay, that's fine, I don't need to share everything. I already share quite a lot. I've created programs. I'm actually in the process of launching the Unicorn's Path. I don't know when this episode will be out, but maybe you can still join the Unicorn's Path if you're interested. It's how to create your best love life, whether you're single or you're in a relationship and you want to improve it. Please join me because I give a lot of tips in there. I'm both a coach, asking questions and helping you coming up with your own resources, but also a mentor because I also share a lot of valuable insights because I got a lot of experience from doing my own research and having had my own troubles. And last year was tough for me because with my boyfriend we had a lot of problems, and this year is just amazing. He's showing up like 1,000%, and we have such great time together, and the relationship is blossoming. And also with Christian, it's just things have shifted since we've lived in this house, and it takes a lot of responsibility. I think it's really hard. And he's such a great dad for our animals, and I get to enjoy two beautiful love lives, which are very complementary. And both my partners have a lot in common, but they're also very different. Christian is very serious, very grounded, very German in a way, and my boyfriend is more playful and is a dancer, and we have other things that we share together. Also very business oriented, so we get to watch the classes that I bought sometimes together, and this is super cool, and I get to have it all, and it's just awesome. I wish I could share more photos and things like that, but I've chosen, and this is also in my love agreements, that I'm public with Christian and I'm not public with my boyfriend. I don't know if this will evolve in the future, but right now it works pretty well for all of us. So we're going to keep it that way, and let's see how it grows in the future. What else? Right now I have only 5 animals. Let's see how things grow. I don't necessarily want more animals, but I keep rescuing some and putting them at the veterinarian, and then finding homes for them or putting them in shelters or just leaving them in their, free habitat and just keeping an eye on them. So it's an interesting journey living in Bali and having financial means to help them. I'm super happy to be able to do it. And then I have a few notes. My business is evolving, my team is evolving. So one thing that I really want to do is work more in English. It's been for a while already. Last year, I filmed all my courses in English. So Make Money from the Heart and Writing from the Heart are in English and in French, both languages. And the Unicorn's Path, it's new because I did it in English, and you get subtitles in French, and you get the workbooks in French and the meditation in French too. So I meet people halfway. But I also want to honor my vision that I can work in English. And yes, my English is good enough to do it. And yes, I do have doubts sometimes because I think, yeah, I have so many doubts. Because I think, why would people choose a coach that is not English native? Why would they choose me? But actually, I'm an amazing coach. I'm such a great coach and I do things from the heart. And my English is not that bad. So I'm super happy and proud to keep creating in English. So that's one thing. My team is evolving also because some people are going to leave. So my assistant is leaving in about 2 weeks. Someone will come in to take her mission. Someone which is already in my team, which is taking more missions to replace her. And also the person who is in charge of creating some visuals. She's going to leave in a few weeks. And I'm going to take over the visual part again. So I was happy to delegate more for a while and take a step back and let people do things instead of me. But I really want to go back to my own essence and do put more of my sauce in everything that I do. And I think this is a big ingredient of my success that I created, and I want to go back to that. And I have a book coming soon. It's a new book. It's different. It's I don't want to reveal it because I don't know exactly the date of birth for this book. I wanted it to be out for Christmas and we didn't make it because you know how it is. My books choose their date of birth. Literally. This is crazy because I've made plans and God laughs so many times about the date of publishing for my books, and that's fine. And I'm already loving this one. My team has received it in Europe. I'm waiting because I live in Bali. It's pretty far. It's self-published. It's going to come really soon. And then when it's done, I can start writing the next one. And I'm also excited about that. Voila, that's it for my life update. I hope it's interesting for you. I like to share where I'm at. And I will keep recording maybe more episodes today. I'm back. Live from the Heart podcast is back. I don't know if you're listening to it on YouTube or on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, but please like, share, put a review. That helps me have more followers and people to get to discover my work. People who want to be empowered and live from the heart and create the most beautiful life possible. If you've enjoyed this episode, please go further, go deeper. I'm going to see if I can put some freebies below this video. Please just enjoy my free content and do the exercises and dive deeper into what's important for you because you can create the life that you really want to create, and I believe in you. I'll see you in the next episode.